The only thing I'm actually really disappointed is the timing. Since your kitchen's not open, we don't get to taste one of the lobster rolls yet.
Right. That's true.
I'm here at Mario's Ocean Club on South Broadway in downtown-ish Denver with the owner, Mario Vega.
Hello.
So thank you for bringing us into a lunchtime special.
My pleasure. Yeah, absolutely.
New restaurant, and to lubricate the conversation, I asked Mario to pick out a bottle, and I'll let you tell me what you selected, and
sure.
we'll taste and sip.
So I selected the Blind Watchmaker by Infinite Monkey, our local urban winery here in Colorado. And I like this wine because it's got a nice body to it. It's a red blend. A little bit more in there than a classic Meritage, but just a really nice drinking wine that can go with food or just be drank.
Well, speaking of drink, let's cheers and do a little. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. All right, 10-word wine review, 10 or less.
10 or less, okay. It's got a nice voluptuous mouthfeel, but medium-bodied, a little dried fruit, and just a nice lingering finish.
I think that was about 24 words.
Is that 24? Yeah. I didn't know we counted prepositions.
No, yeah. Well, a crowd-pleasing wine made at a really cool Denver, Colorado urban winery. That's probably like 13 words too.
Okay, perfect.
So let's get into what you're doing here. Denver, sure. Landlocked. I understand that jets and airplanes get us fresh, but it's still kind of a foreign concept. And more in Colorado, we're getting these really cool focused fish places. So what was your thought in bringing this to South Broadway?
Well, I kind of noticed the segment in the market being a little underdeveloped, although on the rise.
Yeah.
So I thought it was perfect. Most of my career has been spent in seafood restaurant business. I spent 10 years with a company called Eddie V's Prime Seafood, and really developed an affinity and love for seafood. So bringing it to Colorado is one thing. My sisters lived here for 25 years, so reuniting with family was a big deal. So there's
the Colorado connection.
It was a big draw, absolutely.
So you're getting, I'm imagining, a lot of everything flown in, with the exception of your you notice some Colorado.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
We modeled our menu off of a term called American Catch. So all the seafood comes from American waters, East Coast, Atlantic waters, the Gulf Coast, West Coast Pacific waters, and a little Alaska, a little Hawaii as well. But it's pretty unique to be able to serve some Colorado trout and some Colorado bass that is local aquaculture here and raised not too far away.
So I'm going to ask you, I'm a New Englander.
Okay.
So I grew up summer vacations in Maine. So when I come back here after 4 p.m. on any given night soon, because I'm going to come back very soon.
Perfect.
Are you nervous about me trying the lobster roll?
No, I welcome it actually. So the Marylanders, come one, come all, try the crab cake. New Englanders, come try the lobster roll. We definitely give each dish our own twist, but we think it's pretty true to the integrity of what a New England lobster roll or what a Maryland crab cake should be like.
Awesome. What dish is going to pair best with this on the menu tonight?
Probably the Colorado lamb. The lamb is great. We get it locally here. It's pasture-raised organic lamb from Superior Lamb, and it pairs really well. The carrots will pair really well with a nice white wine.
So you blew me away. I hadn't looked at your menu yet. I didn't even think anything that wasn't fish. So.
Yeah, everything that's not fish is from Colorado, just about. Yeah. The vegetables are all organic, and when the Western Slope is active, we bring in Colorado vegetable produce as well. But
so when I come in for the lobster roll,
you can.
What wine should I order?
Whoa, wow, when you come in for the lobster roll, I probably would go with our Rodney Strong Chardonnay. It goes really well with the lobster roll, I think.
Buttery Chardonnay.
Buttery lobster roll.
Buttery lobster roll. That is a winner every day of the week. I know you inherited a lot of the decor in here, but tell me about how this design in here kind of works with your concept.
Sure. It was previously a Fish Shack style restaurant, which I loved and was really great. So I felt like the layout worked really well for seafood and functioned well. So we just put my own signature on the decor, exposed the brick wall behind us, and repainted a little bit of the dining room and edited some of the artwork, and then we added the beautiful wine display, which.
So you went right there.
Yeah,
I tease you
well, that's really a focal point of our dining room. I feel like, and it's it's really great. You know, we really wanted to dial up the identity of wine and drinking wine with our menu, and we felt that by putting it in the dining room, it really kind of started that conversation.
Well, yeah, because you talk about a fish shack, right? This is what a fish shack was. I think of fish shack, I think of a cold beer, I'm on the beach somewhere, some fried fish. How is so now you've put wine as a big part of this, not just the local beer and spirits.
Correct.
How have the customers reacted to that?
Pretty well. I think it's definitely going to take a little bit of, from the customers we inherited, it's a different feel for them. From the customers that are new, I think it makes sense, so they love it. But we're definitely doing that Wine Wednesday promotion for that thought process of getting people to try the wines and have some fun with it.
I mean, wine and fish. Booze and fish. Doesn't
booze
matter.
And fish
Spirits,
goes really
beer,
well.
Whatever. Get some good booze, good Colorado booze, and enjoy. So I'm going to just leave you with one last question. If you could give a restaurateur 3 tips about opening up, I say 3. Just give me one. What is one of the most important things you could give someone to say, this is how you make it and this is how you do it well?
Sure, I would definitely take your time. I'd give yourself more of a time period to evaluate locations, because you can certainly spend the rest of your life looking for the perfect spot, but that's not going to happen. And if you jump at the first spot, there might be some unforeseen circumstances that affect, once you get going, what you really got to keep your eye on is cash flow. So be properly capitalized and make sure your location fits your concept.
Awesome. Well, cheers to bring us in here. I can't wait to come back and try the Rodney Strong. I'm going to take a sip. Chardonnay with your lobster roll, and I'll let you know if it passes New England muster.
Sounds good.
And then I won't have a clue about any of the other regionalities.
Well, we got the New England clam chowder for you too.
Oh,
there
now
we go.
you're talking. That's danger territory.
It is danger.
Thank you for joining us again for another episode of Wine and Design. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon.